Hey Queen, welcome back. So, how do you know if you're being love bombed? How do you know he's being fake or disingenuous? How do you know what's love bombing and what's not? If that is you who has been wondering that, then keep on watching. So, I've made videos about this. Some of my subscribers have seen it, but if you're new, welcome back or welcome. So, I will talk about how to know. But the first thing that I will say is, okay, so you're being love bombed. Who cares? What does it matter? You're like, well, I want to know who I should pay attention to and who I should take seriously. Well, let's answer that first. Someone who should get the time of day from you should be someone who is asking you out on proper dates consistently. So, I mean, proper dates, I hope you know what that is. If not, we'll talk about it in a separate video. But proper dates, on Fridays, Saturdays, he's booking you ahead of time, not last minute. And he's doing this consistently. Kind of like, can't wait to see you. Okay, when a guy is inconsistent, you can tell you're at the bottom of his rotation because men, obviously, because they're smart, they're rational beings, they do rotational dating, as you should. But if you are at the total bottom of his rotation, well, he gets to be the bottom of yours, or actually, he will be out of your rotation, right? Because you only want men that are crazy about you in your rotation. So them being consistent, right? And them showing you with their actions, aka they're constantly inviting you out to proper places on proper days at proper hours with proper notice ahead of time, nothing last minute, aka they're being respectful of you and your time. Okay, so that's the first step. And they also keep talking about a future with you. We'll talk about that. And they're wanting to introduce you to friends and family. So he talks about the future. So I hope you're not we're not talking about you've been seeing this guy for over a year and he's now talking about the future. He's been doing that over and over at a year mark, a year and a half, 2 year. It's like, what? Who has a time? I don't. I never did. So if you've been seeing a guy for 2, 3 months and there's no sign of, not sign, there's no tangible evidence of him actually wanting a future with you. They talk about going to see rings or him asking you what kind of rings you like. That type of thing at 3-ish months. Like, I mean, how much time do you have? A lifetime? Wait, so you're in your 20s and you think you have a lifetime? Well, sure, but I mean, then don't cry when you've been seeing him for a year or two, and then it was like, it went nowhere. And you ended up kind of like, you know, foaming at the mouth or frustrated. So it doesn't matter whether you've been love bombed or not, because you're not going to be opening your legs anyway. You're not going, I mean, I hope so, right? Because if you did, if you're thinking like, wait, I want to know who is love bombing me and who is not, so that I can know who to open my legs with and who to not open my legs with, then you're in the wrong train of thought. Or I mean, again, my channel is geared towards women who want to get married, not towards women who want to get laid. Like out of sport. I mean, everyone wants to get laid, sure. But like, you know what I mean, right? Some women are dating for that, to get laid, for sport, for fun. But we're not doing that here, because you don't need a coach, you don't need a YouTube channel, you don't need anything to do that. Like, that's a no-brainer. It's kind of like, oh, I need a coach or a YouTube channel to know how to go to the bathroom. Like, anyway, what was I even saying? If I could only remember. It doesn't matter, because you're not going to be opening your legs to anyone love bombing you. You're not going to be opening your legs or spending too much time with someone who is not proposing to you at a time that is like just a couple of months, you know what I mean? Like 2, 3, 4 months, or I don't know, 5. Like, to me, that's starting to get long, too long, very long. Especially when my clients, they get rings at freaking like 3 weeks, a month, 2 months, 3 months. I got a ring within 3 months, right? So, yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter who's love bombing you, who's not, because so long you don't open your legs and get too close, get too intimate, so long you don't start pair bonding, it's not gonna put a dent on you. It's not gonna damage you, and you're not gonna waste too much time, right? If you learn to exit quickly enough with someone that is just, kind of lukewarm and just kind of, wanting to just pass time with you and nothing more. So, so there you have it. So long you don't waste a whole bunch of time, so long you don't start pair bonding, getting intimate, getting too close, so long you don't open your legs and start getting infatuated, it won't matter. Like, you can talk and say, and I'm talking about the guy, right? He can talk and say and go upside down, this and that. For all I care, I mean, he's not gonna see me for too long if there's no real interest, and he's not gonna get anything from me if there's no real interest. So if you wanna slay in this game and never be frustrated, follow this strategy. It's a strategy of no time wasting and no tolerance for stupidity. Because if you're being impressed by attention, if you're being impressed by flattery, I mean, you're gonna get played, right? So I hope you don't do that. I mean, you can if you want. Some women love that, but they're probably not on this channel. So anyway, that's it for now, because we've talked about this before, but we still get this question in the comments, so I wanted to address it and drill it in until the cows come home. Because, it's so common that people don't know how men operate, what it means to get attention from them. So yeah, I'll see you on the next Queens. Bye.